Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Bedford, welcome to the Phil Paleologus Show. With updates and breaking news from the WBSM newsroom and on the WBSM app. And your calls and conversation at 508-996-0500. Here he is, New Bedford's #1 talk show host, WBSM's Morning Mayor, Phil Paleologus.
As if they don't have enough to worry about. Did you hear about the company that's being sued for excessive idling? I'm talking about a school bus service that provides bus service for kids, in Holyoke. And until recently, served Worcester students. But it's been sued by the Conservation Law Foundation for allowing buses to idle for longer than 5 minutes. That's the amount, a law that is allowed by state law. And so we'll take a look at that school bus company being sued for excessive idling. Whew. Man, oh man, I'll tell you, with all the stuff we got going around, that one was a top priority, I'll tell you, huh?
Howie Carr.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
Good morning, welcome as we go to the phone lines. Hello there.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, thank you.
I always listen every day anyhow, but when I heard Dennis Mattis's name and Danny's Cafe, oh my God, the memories I brought back.
Tell me why.
Why? Because it's a beautiful family.
Yeah.
I live right on the next street, and they played in my yard, my kitchen, and everything, and I knew the mom and the dad and Jesse and the whole family, Gail.
Isn't that fabulous? You grew up around there then?
I grew up around there. Yes, I did. Well, I didn't grow up around there in Fairhaven, but I lived here for 55 years.
That is so awesome.
So I've watched them grow from tiny ones and play on my kitchen floor. And you just brought back so many memories to me. And I just want to say that the way they cook and the way they love people and help people, and they're simply the best. And
it is so rare nowadays to get all of those qualities, in one. And I agree 100%.
I'm 85 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of memories. So like they're up. My son's 162, the other one's 54, and they grew up with them also. So it's a lot to be thankful for, and you too. I grew up with you, I think, even longer than them.
Well, thank you.
You have a great day. Happy holidays. God bless you and your family.
You as well.
And love and prayers to all of you.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
You have the best customers that you really brag about, and you wouldn't talk about them if they weren't excellent.
Thank you. I appreciate it. There's another hug.
Ooh, I felt it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Mwah.
Take the Morning Mayor wherever you go. Download the WBSM app.
The strength of America, our values, our way of life hasn't just been won on the battlefield. It's won every day in our communities when we come together, extending hands of compassion, service, and hope to those who need it most. For over 100 years, the American Legion has been strengthening communities across our nation by providing life-saving help and support to our veterans and neighbors during times like we're facing today. It's what the Legion's all about. From blood drives to distributing food From responding to emergencies and protecting the most vulnerable among us, our mission is making America's communities stronger.
We are one family, and therefore, we care.
We are the American Legion, veterans strengthening America. To learn how you can help, visit legion.org.
Free healthcare. Hundreds to more than $1,000 per month in disability compensation and tens of thousands for college tuition. These are just some of the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs benefits that may be available to veterans. VA is focused on customer service like never before. Choose VA and see why veterans' trust in VA reached an all-time high. Claim the benefits you've earned at choose.va.gov.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Good morning. Wake up. It's 7:18.
Christmas time again. Decorations are on by the fire. Everybody's singing. All the bells are ringing out, and it's Christmas all over again. Yeah, again.
It's 7:19. Tom Petty, and I'll tell you, environmentalists are really upset this morning. They are not very happy with what happened up in Maine regarding the Maine lobster industry in the name of protecting endangered whales. But they turn a blind eye to the greater threat to whales from proposed offshore wind farms. You know, that's the irony here, folks. It's almost as crazy as that. Alrighty? The wind farms, they're going to pose absolutely challenges in the future. And the environmentalists aren't telling us anything about that. But lawmakers, they, in Maine at least, the congressional delegation, they've inserted a brand new clause into their omnibus federal appropriations bill. Basically, what they did up there is it would delay for 6 years the onset of any new restrictions on lobster gear, you know, the ropes that go down and they say can get wrapped up around the whale. Lobster gear to protect endangered North Atlantic right whales. Congress is racing to wrap up the year-end funding package by Friday. They'll probably do it because otherwise we won't have any money to go forward with. But anyway, Governor Mills up in Maine justified the surprise maneuver in a joint statement yesterday, while environmental groups were outraged. Despite our industry's good stewardship and compliance, we have our lobstermen and women are now faced with further punitive regulations that will not meaningfully protect the right whale, but will threaten the livelihoods of thousands of Maine families and small businesses. That is the crux of the problem. Government, environmentalists, others, they come up with these crazy ideas on how to protect the whales. In the meanwhile, that rope is going around the neck, round and round to the lobster industry, and it just is not fair.
Take the Morning Mayor wherever you go. Download the WBSM app.
Is it fair for Diana Kipiokai, who has been officially disqualified for doping, to be now taken off of the pedestal for the 2021 Boston Marathon? She won it, but was disqualified when the BAA found doping evidence. And we see that we have Boston Medical Center. Now listen to this. How many of you have had a problem with facial masks? Well, at Boston Medical Center, the minute you walk in, or any hospital, or any health facility, you're asked to put on a mask, all right? This one individual, well, he not only refused, but he brought it to court. Boston Medical Center, it has been decided, can, yes, refuse to provide life-saving treatment to an HIV patient who refuses to wear a mask at his appointments. That is the ruling from the judge.
Science is not an opinion. People come before pipelines. It's not too late to act on climate. At Earth Justice, we hold these beliefs to be self-evident. We're a national legal nonprofit fighting for your right to a healthy environment. Our 150-plus lawyers represent clients free of charge because now, more than ever, the Earth needs a good lawyer. If you believe what we believe, go to earthjustice.org today.
The one thing, well, more than one, but one of the things that's a problem when you get your license locally, the police chief saying, yes, you can, no, you can't, is just that, are they being fair with the Second Amendment? And so there's this Northborough resident who has had a long, simmering lawsuit against the Northborough police chief. I guess they have some personal matters, personality problems. Anyway, the town's police chief denied this guy's bid to renew. He's not getting it for the first time, his license to carry a firearm. And the police chief said, nope. And so it's headed for a settlement in the wake of the U.S. Supreme Court's June decision that struck down a New York state law limiting the right to carry firearms. And so various sources report both the town and the plaintiff, Northborough, and the plaintiff, Alfred Morin, have indicated, well, they may be able to reach a deal, settle this out of court. Isn't that good? You know what? In any court of law, they will have the best sentence possible when, if they ever went down to Alianza. They are so good. Come on in, have some delicious soup. It's 24 degrees, and Alianza specializes in soups and stews. Ooh, huh? Did you hear about their award-winning chowder? Yeah, they won first place at the People's Choice and second for Judges' Choice. Best around. Alianza, that's right. If you like things a little spicy, just let them know. They have such wonderful sauces that they can put over, well, steaks or anything. Go on by. You will love it. I promise you. And it makes a good gift as well, a little gift certificate. Huh? Absolutely. Alianza. Just take a left on Route 18 at the wonderful world of laundry, and it's down on the right. Alianza.
Phil Paleologos. He's smart and he's got style, like the all-new Ford Fusion. Take your test drive today at Wareham Ford, 1420 WBSM.
All righty. I asked this yesterday, and I'm going to continue it for a couple of days. This is a simple yes or no. Do you support giving special immigrant visas? All right. Something like maybe a green card for Afghans who were employed by the United States government. Do you support that? Giving special immigrant visas? All right. Now, these Afghans were employed by the government in various positions, translators and other positions. So, are you in favor of giving special immigrant visas to them?
This is the Morning Mayor. Morning Mayor. Phil Paleologos on New Bedford's News Talk Station, 1420 WBSM.
The strength of America, our values, our way of life hasn't just been won on the battlefield. It's won every day in our communities when we come together, extending hands of compassion, service, and hope to those who need it most. For over 100 years, the American Legion has been strengthening communities across our nation by providing life-saving help and support to our veterans and neighbors during times like we're facing today. It's what the Legion's all about. From blood drives to distributing food, from responding to emergencies and protecting the most vulnerable among us. Our mission is making America's communities stronger.
We are one family, and therefore we care.
We are the American Legion, veterans strengthening America. To learn how you can help, visit legion.org.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Take the Morning Mayor wherever you go. Download the WBSM app.
I have a very special friend sitting right across from me, Stephanie Pickup.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Phil.
Thank you.
Great to be here.
I need to know, out of all the Christmases that you have celebrated, is there one that sticks out as really memorable?
Oh, geez. Christmas is special every year, I think. Just being able to take time to slow down and spend time with your family and, you know, do stuff like that.
What do you want Santa to bring you?
I just want someone to help me do the dishes at home. I'm a low maintenance kind of gal, you know. I want the kids to kind of pitch in and help clean up the home. But honestly, I just want to slow down a bit because I am very busy. So it's just nice to relax and kind of.
Stephanie, you have me mixed up with God. I'm talking about Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
We have something very important to announce on the flip side of Kate's newscast, so we'll wait for that. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning. In a roller coaster day for Mexico's ties with Peru, Mexico announced Tuesday that it had granted asylum for the family of ousted Peruvian President Pedro Castillo. Hours later, Peru declared the Mexican ambassador persona non grata and ordered him to leave within 72 hours. Peru's foreign ministry said without elaborating that Castillo's wife was under criminal investigation in that country, where corruption allegations had dogged her husband's administration. The Taliban have banned women from universities in Afghanistan. The higher education minister announced the regressive policy on Tuesday, saying it would take immediate effect. BBC News reports that some women staged protests in the capital, Kabul, on Wednesday. Girls have already been excluded from secondary schools since the Taliban returned last year. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will visit Washington, D.C. today, his first trip outside Ukraine since the Russian invasion started 300 days ago. He'll meet with President Biden in the Oval Office, then travel to Capitol Hill, where he'll give a primetime address to a joint session of Congress. The U.S. House Select Committee on the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol will release its final report today. The committee has interviewed more than 1,000 people and collected hundreds of thousands of documents over the past 18 months. The report will include transcripts of interviews and documents, including emails, texts, phone records, and more. A major winter storm is bringing brutally cold temperatures to most of the U.S. the week before Christmas. It's being called a bomb cyclone and is moving from the west to the east coast. The storm's most serious effects will be a blizzard in the Midwest starting Thursday. Tens of millions of people are under weather alerts. Thousands of flights are being canceled or delayed during the busy holiday week. According to FlightAware, there have been over 16,000 delays and nearly 4,000 cancellations on Tuesday. While some of these setbacks are due to inclement weather, experts say a severe lack of pilots can also be blamed. The shortage is so bad that Frontier Airlines opened their own flight school. Meanwhile, a couple of Queens, New York men face charges for allegedly conspiring with Russian nationals to hack the taxi dispatch system at JFK Airport. Scott Pringle reports.
Taxi drivers are required to wait in a holding lot at JFK, and a computer system keeps track of the order they arrive. Prosecutors allege Daniel Abayev and Peter Lehman got help from Russian national computer experts to get into the system. They would then offer to move taxi drivers to the front of the line in exchange for $10. This was over a recent 2-year period. Prosecutors say some days they would do this up to 1,000 times. They allegedly paid the Russian hackers $100,000. Scott Pringle, NBC News Radio, New York.
An inspector posing as an intruder was able to gain access to a school campus in Uvalde during a state-ordered audit on campus security. 3 campuses were included in the test, and Interim District Superintendent Gary Patterson says one campus was breached.
We watched him on camera come up, and he checked, and it was locked. He could see that people were loading and unloading, but as he came up, he checked, it was locked, but he also tugged it and it came open.
Patterson revealed the audit at a school board meeting Monday night. The audit is part of a statewide program put in place by the governor to randomly assess security protocols at schools following the attack at Robb Elementary earlier this year. The superintendent declined to name which campuses were tested. The New York Times is being criticized after its famous crossword puzzle appeared to be in the shape of a swastika on the first night of Hanukkah. The Times says, quote, "This is a common crossword design with a common spiral pattern." Titanic director James Cameron wants to end one of the great movie debates once and for all. Mark Mayfield explains.
The award-winning director said he commissioned a study to find out if Jack could have survived on the floating door alongside Rose in his 1997 film Titanic. In an interview with the Toronto Sun, Cameron said stunt people and hypothermia experts recreated the scene. He said it proved that only one of the couple could survive. Cameron said the study will be featured in a National Geographic special in February, around the same time that a remastered version of the film is released. I'm Mark Mayfield.
In sports, the Celtics continue their 7-game homestand tonight when they host the Indiana Pacers. And tomorrow night, the Bruins host the Winnipeg Jets. The Bees are hoping to extend their winning streak to 3 games. Boston currently leads the NHL with 52 points. Now for a look at your local forecast from ABC6.
For today, 99% sunshine, high near 40 degrees. We cloud up late tonight with a low near 25. And Thursday is dry in the morning, but some showers develop in the afternoon with a high near 50. Watch out for Friday. Lots of wind and lots of rain. From the ABC6 Weather Center, I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Nick Morganelli on New Bedford's News Talk Station, 1420 WBSM.
Right now it is 26 degrees and sunny. I'm Kate Robinson for WBSM News. Stay up to date with New Bedford's News Talk Station, 1420 WBSM. And get breaking news alerts and podcasts with the WBSM app.
Take the Morning Mayor wherever you go. Download the WBSM app.
Good morning. It's 7:35.
Phil on...
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws. Out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys. All for the little ones' Christmas joy.
Good morning, everybody. As Christmas and Hanukkah approach, I'm just wondering if Carefree Homes ever got up on a rooftop and maybe spotted some hoof marks or anything from the reindeer or Santa. Any kind of evidence up there on any of the roofs?
I'm going to have to ask the crews. They must have seen something after all these years. 45 years in business, I would think that they must have seen something.
How many years?
45 this year, coming up.
Wow.
Yep.
That alone speaks volumes about what kind of a business the Pickup families involved with have been. And every single year, it's just such a joy, Stephanie, to have you on the air to talk about the New Year, New Roof giveaway.
Yeah, we're really excited, and I can't believe it's our 8th annual New Year, New Roof giveaway. So 8 years of this it's mind-blowing that we've had so many successful runs with this and had helped so many amazing people in the community. So I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
And I know that Tori was going to be here with you, but Tori, we love you.
Tori, we miss you. We hope you feel better.
Tell us, for those who aren't familiar, what is the New Year, New Roof giveaway?
So every year we invite the community to nominate a homeowner who might be going through some type of struggle, whether it's overwhelmed with medical expenses, or they lost their job, or just a single parent struggling to get through kind of the day-to-day things of life. Whatever their struggle is, we want to hear their story. We want people to nominate them. And what we do is we collect all these nominations. We choose 3 to 5 finalists every year, but the community ultimately votes to choose the winner. And it all takes place at carefreehomescompany.com. So it's an online contest, but yeah, it's critical that the community participates.
And I know that some companies are also working with you on this program, have been for years, right?
Yeah, so thankful to our dear friend Nicole at Black Tie Cookies, which, I brought you some, of course. Every year. So yummy. So Nicole provides cookies every year to all the finalists and the winner. And then we also have some other great community partners. So we have United Way of Greater New Bedford, so Victoria Gracella, who couldn't be here today, and United Way of Greater Fall River, and Isaacson Solar as well. So United Way of both the United Ways of Greater New Bedford and Fall River help us sort of spread the word, utilizing their networks and all the agencies that they work with. They sort of help spread the word about the giveaway and help us find a deserving homeowner.
So the contest itself, it takes place online?
Yep, all at carefreehomescompany.com. So the nomination period is January 1st to the 7th. So they just go right to the website, and there's a form where they just fill out all the information, share a little bit of the story about the homeowner, and then at that point, we on the 8th, we will announce the finalists, and then it gets opened up to the community for voting.
All righty. And the voting is when?
So voting takes place January 10th through the 15th, and then we do our surprise Publishers Clearinghouse style surprise winner reveal on or around January 18th, depending on all the coordinating with friends and family of the winner. So,
are you out there with the balloons and cookies?
Yeah, we are. We have balloons, a roof sample, and of course a nice bouquet of Black Tie cookies.
When you read the stories of the finalists, what goes through your heart?
Oh, it's heartbreaking, because you don't realize how blessed we all really are. We complain about mundane things like, oh, I'm having a bad hair day, or the kids aren't doing the dishes, but people have real struggles and problems that sometimes we can't even fathom just in our day-to-day things. So like last year, our winner, Barry, was a veteran from Acushnet. And, elderly people on a fixed income, it's difficult for them to sometimes tackle large projects like a roof replacement. So he had buckets in his house collecting water. It was the worst roof that we've had in the 7 years that we had done it at the time. So we have, people like that. We have, the Mannings and all these. There are just so many amazing people in the community that have different obstacles, whether it's medical or just financial. But, yeah, it just ultimately makes you so grateful to have a typical life with few problems, basically.
I can identify 100% that there are so many people who are in need and probably haven't said a word. Now, does the person have to be notified? Let's say I have a friend in a predicament. Mm-hmm. Can I nominate my friend without really...
Well, ultimately, they have to agree to it. Okay. So it's funny, I think it was Hilda Lopes who was our winner in 2021, and her sister nominated her without telling her. And then after she was chosen, she sort of waited, and when she was chosen as a finalist, she called Hilda and was like, hey, so I nominated you for this roof giveaway. And then Hilda ended up being the winner, and she was so cute. She was a greeter at the emergency room at St. Luke's Hospital, and it was during the pandemic, so it was just a very stressful time. That was our first giveaway that I couldn't hug the winner, which was for, me and you, Phil, we're huggers. So that was very challenging. That was the hardest part of the whole giveaway. Forget about running the whole contest. It was I couldn't give Hilda a hug because it was COVID, So, but yeah, it's a great community engagement for us, and we're excited to have it again.
So if anyone would like to enter, all you have to do is go to your website, which is
carefreehomescompany.com. Just go right there to the homepage, and there'll be a link, and just click right through. It'll bring you to the form. And if anyone has questions, of course, they're always welcome to call me at the office at 508-997-1111. If you have any questions you want to call, if you're having trouble with the form, we do recommend Chrome. Google Chrome tends to be the best browser to use. But if you are having trouble, just give me a call, and I'm happy to help. Actually, last year, it's so funny because we do invite, if you don't have a computer, you are welcome to actually write in the letter and send in your nomination that way. Okay. So Barry's nomination, they had trouble with the form on the website. They sent it in by mail. We got the letter the day that we were the last day. It was like, are you kidding me? Like, this came in the mail? Like, what is this? And it ended up being Barry who ended up winning. So if you don't have a computer, you can also write in and send a letter and share a story that way, and just send it to the office at Carefree Homes.
You folks are so good at what you do, whether it's a new roof or siding or porches. You've been at it for decades, and the GAF 50-year roof warranty comes along with this, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, and we couldn't do this giveaway without GAF Roofing. So GAF is North America's largest roofing manufacturer, and they are a wonderful organization, a company to work with. They're extremely generous, so they help partner with us every year. They basically donate all of the GAF components, all the roofing, all the underlayment, all the stuff you need for a new roof, and it all gets we warranty. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, we provide a factory-registered 50-year warranty with every roof we install, and it's also transferable. So if you want to sell your home, it makes it more valuable, so it goes to the next homeowner.
Very, very nice. So why don't you get on the stick, as they say, folks, and go to carefreehomescompany.com. Or you can call 508-997-1111. I love that phone number.
It's easy to remember.
508-997-1111 for Carefree Homes GAF Roofing contest. You call it New Roof, New Year. And what didn't I ask you that you'd like to include with this?
Well, basically, I just really encourage people to nominate your neighbors and your friends and your family, and spread the word, because maybe you don't know somebody, but someone else might know somebody. So if you could just share the New Year, New Roof giveaway, just kind of help spread the word, that will help this be a success and help us reach the people that really need our help. So
I remember when your children were this big and they were growing, and you came in with coloring books for the soldiers and all sorts of things. The point is, you are so loving and caring, and I just love working with you, Stephanie, with the pickup family and with all the kids. How are they doing, by the way?
Everyone's great. Everyone's growing older. I mean, it's kind of scary. So
growing old is right.
I'm not growing old, but they are. So they're doing great. We still are very involved with the community, do a lot with our local United Ways and Gnome Surf and lots of other nonprofits in the area, just trying to do our best to make the world a better place. So.
Right. So if somebody's renting, I wonder, does that impact this at all?
If someone nominated actually, it has to be a single-family home, so it can't be a multifamily. It has to be a single-family home, and the homeowner has to live in the home. So, it can't be like a rental property or anything like that. So it has to be an owner-occupied home, and it has to be a single family.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be in our service area. That's the only thing.
You're from a military family.
Yeah, so, Nate, my husband, graduated from West Point in 1997. Actually, we just came from the Army-Navy game, went to Philly 2 weekends ago. Army had a good win, which was exciting. It was fun to beat Navy.
I was rooting for Army.
Oh, yeah, it was very exciting. So, he's a graduate, and then we were active duty for 5 years, and then the Guard for another 4. So, yes, service to our nation and to our community is sort of ingrained in who we are as people.
Yeah, you take the idea, though, the thought, and then you actualize it That's what I love about you. What else about the contest? It starts when?
So January 1st, the new year. So that's why we call it the New Year, New Roof giveaway, because it does start January 1st. So please nominate your favorite homeowner that needs our help from January 1st to the 7th. We want to hear their story. Tell us what kind of person they are. We do gravitate towards people who tend to be service-oriented themselves. So a lot of these people that we help are usually the givers of help and the ones that are helping their family and helping their neighbors and community. So please share their stories. We want to hear them, and we want to do our best to find the deserving homeowner.
Finally, Steph, is it difficult to write an essay or a story or a way of, trying to relate your heart's message to people? Is it tough?
Yeah, I mean, I love to write, so I don't have a problem. But I mean, yes, it can be very challenging, but just speak your heart. That's all we ask for. And just give us just pour out your heart and all your feelings and tell us the story as accurately as possible. The more information we have, the better. Because we do deliberate. So basically our team at Carefree Homes, United Way of Greater New Bedford, United Way of Greater Fall River, we all get together and we say, hey, pick your top 5. And that's how we sort of choose who the finalists are. So
awesome. Just awesome. And I was thinking, it's December, so now is the time for our listeners to give a call and get a free quote for maybe in the spring. Is that a good idea?
We do roofing all year round, yes. So if you need a new roof, siding, or windows, deck, or a porch, we're happy to provide a free quote on any of it. So give us a call.
There you go. I love having you with us.
I love having you as one of our customers and biggest cheerleaders. Love you so much.
Here too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
To the Pickup family and to all of our community as we celebrate New Roof. The original name is New Year, New Roof Giveaway, right?
That's right. You got it.
Absolutely. We are going to be right back, folks. Don't go away.
Take the Morning Mayor wherever you go. Download the WBSM app. 1420 WBSM can now be heard on 99.5 FM. WBSM.
Remind you that CarefreeHomesCompany.com is doing something they've done for how many years now, Stephanie?
8 years. 8 years.
It's called New Year, New Roof Giveaway. And can you fit it in 60 seconds?
Yes, we encourage everybody to nominate a deserving homeowner, someone who needs a roof. We encourage you to go to CarefreeHomesCompany.com, share their story. We want to hear as much as we can about that person. We're going to choose 3 to 5 finalists, and then the community will vote online to choose the winner. So please go to CarefreeHomesCompany.com to learn more. If you have questions, give me a call, 508-997-1111.
I wonder what it's like the day of the reveal, and the person who wanted just, sits back and notices a beautiful brand new roof.
It's very emotional. They're usually tears, lots and lots of happy tears. So
those are good tears.
Yeah, they're great tears. So it's great.
Is there anything else? Oh, I want to say thank you to Nicole for the cookies.
Yep, I always go to her and say, hey, I need 1.5 of your delicious cookies for Phil. I'm going in there on Wednesday morning. She gets them to me as soon as I need them, even when she's so busy, because I know this time of year is really overwhelming for her. So if I hit her with a last-minute order, she's always accommodating. So thank you, Nicole from Black Tie Cookies.
She's the best.
She is great.
As you are, and your Carefree Homes Incorporated folks, you just can't get finer people than the Pickup family. So let me give you the last word here as we get this started one more time.
Well, thank you. So everybody just please participate in our New Year, New Roof giveaway. We really need your input. We need your help finding these homeowners that need our help. So please go to CarefreeHomesCompany.com and nominate a deserving homeowner. And if you have questions, give us a call, 508-997-1111.
This should be your theme song. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Whether you're in your car, home, going to work, on the internet, thank you for making this December 21st, the first day of winter, a Wednesday. So wonderful with your company. Stay tuned for ABC coming up.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.